What is going on, guys? Today we're going to be going over how to identify trend reversals, how to, utilize our stop losses, how to know when to get out, how to know when to stay in, making sure we maximize our winners and cut our losers short, right? If there's a 70% move on, for example, DOCU, why are we out at 10%? Why are we out at 15%, right? And if there's only a 10% move on DOCU, for example, why are we still holding when there's a clear trend reversal, right? So I'm going to go over all that, and we're going to be using DOCU, of course, just because this was arguably one of the best trades that we've taken. Not money-wise, I didn't make too much on DOCU compared to our other plays that we've taken in the month of December, but I still think that this was probably the best technical trade that we have taken. Now, the reason why we played DOCU to the upside was not only because it had a great previous day, right? This was a pretty strong previous day. But we also saw on the daily that this was down 50% a couple of days back, just from earnings and stuff like that. So we wanted to play this to the upside above the high of this candle, which is around that 154.80 mark. Now, I was going to play that 155 break. Unfortunately, it did close above that pre-market. Now, I want to, find another level, right? So we were going to play it above pre-market high. The only problem is I don't play stocks within 2 minutes of a market opening just because market orders will literally reverse this thing. For example, this was going up. This could have easily reversed to the downside after 2 minutes. But that's just something that I'm comfortable with. I don't like trading until after 2 minutes of the market opening. So 9:32 and out, right? I don't like the trade before that. So, keeping that in mind, we're not trading this thing until 2 minutes after the market opening. This did break above pre-market high. Within 2 minutes of the market opening. So we waited for the next level. 158 would have been a level, but it's already closed above that. So I waited for this to kind of consolidate before it breaks to the upside. We want to anticipate this to the upside, not only because the market was actually pumping our way. I don't like to anticipate something going the opposite direction of the market. For example, if we were playing DOCU to the upside and the market was tanking, I wouldn't anticipate it. I would wait for it to close above 160. But since the market was actually pumping in our favor, I'll actually anticipate a move on DOCU. So we actually got that 159 break, and we started our position on 159. Now, I did get a little bit more than a starter position on DOCU just because this thing was super strong for the day. And previous day, it was super strong as well. The chance of it breaking 160 within that next minute was super huge just because of the fact that volume was increasing, tape speed was increasing. This was, not stopping, right? 159 broke. We started our position here at 159. Got our full position above 160. Now, what I like about this trade is this really didn't pull back whatsoever. I think this was probably the easiest trade I have taken, and that was an easy 70%. So, we're going to go over how to actually put our stop loss. Now, what I like to do is I like to get some of our position out on that first move, no matter what, right? We got that first move here. I took some contracts off, right? I took about 25%, 30% of our contracts off on that first move. That's what I usually like to do. And, until it gives us a reversal sign or until it goes against the trend, right? Until it actually hits my stop loss, then I'll be out on the rest of the contracts. This is the first and only profit taking I'll do until it does that, right? So now what I like to do is I like to look at the close. Since this is the right candle, the close is going to be down here. It is 160.80, right? I'll just move that stop loss up. I don't know why it's doing that. I guess price 2. 161.80, or actually 160.80. Right? This is going to be our stop loss. Under that candle closure, right? I don't like to look for wicks at all. I like to look at the candle closures, right? Just because, people are taking profits is going to drive the stock back down around to the 50% mark on that previous candle. So, a lot of people get faked out on that just because, people just don't really know, why the stock reverses, why it goes up. Like, people don't understand price action, right? People don't understand any of that. So, a lot of people get faked out on these wicks. They're like, oh, we got to get out. Like, don't be emotional. Stick to your strategy. Stick to your plan. My plan is I'll get out once a candle closure closes under this level of 160.80, right? The close of this. So I'll wait for a candle closure to go under that and actually close. I don't care. A wick can come back down. The next candle, a wick can literally come back down under this, right? It could have came all the way down here, but still close above it, and I'll still be in the position. Now, again, this is another easy trade because we're still in the position. Easy, right? Another pop. We just continue. Now, I might start taking some profits here because we're up like 50% on the trade, right? But we're still looking pretty good. Volume's still there. Candle closure down right here. Now we're looking at this. Close 161.34. Moving this up. 161.34. And this is exactly what I did live. You know, if you're in our Discord, you guys know that we literally took this live. If you were in the live trading, you guys saw it happen live. So, you know, if you guys don't believe what I'm doing is exactly what we did in live trading, just go ask someone that was in live trading, because that's exactly what happened. We were literally, this was probably the easiest technical trade that I took in December, honestly. I think that was probably the easiest money I could have ever made on a play in December so far. Because it literally just one red candle, barely retracing, and then just pops after, right? Continue to pop. Now, something to keep in mind, we're starting to increase wicks a little bit, right? Momentum's still a little bit there, volume's still there, but we're starting to increase with wicks. Now, this is a wick. Now, what I like to look at with wicks is I'm starting to see that buyers actually brought the price up and sellers are starting to become in this area, and they're more present than they were previous pop, right? This is a pop. Sellers are starting to be present, but that doesn't mean I'm going to be out of the position, right? I'm just going to move my stop loss on the high of this candle right here. So around that 162, I'll actually move this to 162. Just because I'm starting to see some sort of selling pressure starting to happen on docu. Next candle, all right, you know, we're starting to go up a little bit. I'll do the close and open of this. So I'm looking at the open right here, 162.43. I'm going to move that up, right? Moving this up. Candle closure right there. All right, now we're seeing momentum starting to slow down a little bit. See the candle body right here? Look how small this candle body is compared to this one, meaning that momentum's starting to slow down a little bit. Now I'm actually going to start taking profits here, and we're up about 70% anyway. Look at that. Candle body is slowing down, getting smaller. Wicks increasing a little bit, showing that there is sellers in this area, showing that momentum is slowing down. 3 green candles in a row. We could start to reverse. I'll move my stop loss 162.95. So we're moving that stop loss up. Close right there, right? We're moving that. We're out on this, right? This indicates a trend reversal. Not only did we know that trend reversal was going to happen eventually, right? The chances of us continuing to like maybe 165 or 164 was pretty low because we saw the momentum was slowing down. Even though volume was still there, momentum was slowing down. Wicks is actually starting to increase a little bit compared to, you know, look how small these wicks are compared to that. That means that sellers are in the area. The body of the candles are starting to slow down a little bit. Look how nice the body of the candles are, right? Now it's starting to slow down after you get up to here. Trend reversal is going to happen. We got out once the candle closure closed under our level of 162.95. We are fully out here. The volume was also showing that there was selling pressure. It actually went above this right here, and you could pretty much tell how much, you know, sellers are active at this 158 level and 159 level. So this was the biggest selling pressure that we had all day. We were out. Now you can see, and I'm pretty proud of the fact that we actually sold at the highest point of the day. This was literally the high of the day. We literally sold there. It was a pretty great trade, I would say, in my opinion, for the month of December, arguably, probably even November. You know, it might be for November. I got to see, but I know definitely 100% for the month of December. This trade was a great technical trade. Even though that wasn't our biggest profitable trade, that was still, you know, probably the best technical trade because it just was textbook, right? Textbook to our stop loss. It didn't go under that or anything like that. It popped, dropped a little bit, popped, dropped a little bit, popped, popped, popped. See that clearly momentum was slowing down, and then we were out, right? Docu was an easy, and even though it tried to go high day, I didn't care. We were out there. I'm not looking at my screen no more. And then, you know, you look back in the day and you're like, wow, we really sold it at the top. that's what I like to do for anything, right? The video trade that we took on Friday, even though I did make a recap on it, I'll still go over for you guys if you guys didn't watch that video, which is my previous video. Same thing here, right? We got in at around 305. Got in here. Identify 50% of that candle, right? Which is around right here. 304.42. If it closes above that, I'll be out no matter what. Came down. Still under here, right? Still under that 304 range. I'm going to keep that 304 level right there. 304 was a major level. Still closing under that level, right? Closed under there, but we did get out here because we saw that trend was reversing, right? Still closing under our level. Closed above our level. If you were still holding, you should have been out on this candle because it came above our 304 level. Now it did, by the end of the day, come under this level, right? But it doesn't matter. By then, our contracts would be negative 40% or something like that. You know, as scalp traders, as momentum traders, especially on 0-day expiration on Friday, we want to get out when we see trend reversed, right? Got out there, came up about $2-3, and then, you know, came back down, double bottom right here, and came back up. So what I like to look at is trend reversal on the momentum, and you could tell, like, we got in here 1, 2, 3 candles, right? 3, 4, 5 candles, we should have been out. Docu, this is why I say Docu is probably one of the best trades that we had. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Like 8 candles just going with us, right? That was a nice trade. You know, no stops hit, nothing like that. No, you know, oh, you know, we should still be in this. Nothing like that. This thing still held up pretty strong for the 8 candles, the 8 minutes that we were in it. So that's why I say Docu is probably the best technical trade that we've taken in the month of December, maybe even for the month of November. But as I start posting more recaps, you guys can see what exactly I'm doing, and you guys can see it live once I start recording myself trade live. I have been. I know I need to start posting them on YouTube, but you guys will clearly see, you know, how I trade, and that's probably the best and profitable trading strategy, I would say, when scalping, is just moving your stop loss to the previous candle closure. As long as you see that trend is not, you know, reversing, you should still be in, right? As scalpers, as, you know, momentum traders, we want to make sure that we get the most profitable move from that move, right? It shouldn't move about $5 from our entry and we're out on that dollar move. Like, you know, that's why we do exactly what we've been doing and, you know, what I went over in this video. So I hope that helped you guys. Make sure you guys leave a like, comment down below what stocks you guys are actually looking at. If you guys like this video, or, you know, if you guys actually know what I'm talking about, or if you guys use this before, right? If you guys didn't use it before, make sure you guys actually, you know, check this out when you're trading. Come Monday, maybe apply this to your trading strategy and see how well that actually helped you. Or, you know, maybe it actually helped you to alleviate some of your losses, right? Maybe you took a loss on a trade, but maybe you got a smaller loss because you saw that the trend was already reversing versus you just holding it just to hold it and seeing, oh, you know, my stop loss is 20%, but I clearly see that the trend already reversed. I'll be out at 10% loss, right? Or maybe you're still in the position and you took a 10% win, but you're like, all right, you know, according to your strategy, I might be up 50% now, right? It's just something to keep in mind when you're trading. So I hope that helped. Make sure you subscribe for more videos like this. Comment down below what videos you guys actually want me to make. And I will see you guys for my Sunday watch list come tomorrow.